Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 214. Yeah! I am your co-host, Sam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today we are going to just gibber and jabber.
Yes.
I'll be gibber.
I'll be jabber. Heckle and Jekyll.
That's right. So you just cracked open a nice fresh one there.
Yep. Cracked open a fresh beverage.
So, what's been going on the gaming front? Well, tomorrow, No Man's Sky comes out. Actually, by the time you watch this video, it will be out.
That's right. And neither of us are getting it.
We're not getting it. So, I don't know. There were some streams, but apparently there's some big change. Update number 1.03 or something like that update. They're making huge changes to the game. So, whatever streams you thought you saw, that doesn't necessarily represent what the game is all about now.
Forget about them.
But anyway, it doesn't look graphically that cool to me. It looks old-fashioned.
It does, kind of.
Like, hell, you could have done that on your PS2 or something. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys out there are going to get it and tell us that we're full of shit.
Yeah. Just tell us we're full of shit if we are.
Which, that'd be kind of cool because nobody has ever told either one of us that we're full of shit before.
Or they've never commented that much, so it doesn't matter. Leave a comment, please.
That's true. So, in news of the world, I saw just today on CNN, college baseball player killed while playing Pokemon Go. Can you fucking deal with that shit?
Huh. What happened?
Well, he was playing Pokemon Go in San Francisco.
Ooh, your hometown.
And he was killed 10 Eastern time, which is 7 o'clock in the evening. He's the only victim, and officers are still investigating what led to the shooting. There doesn't appear to be any outstanding motive as of now.
But he was shot.
He was shot. So you can add that to the list of people who fell off a cliff. Somebody found a dead body, and now somebody's been shot.
Maybe he was trespassing or something. Now that they updated Pokemon Go, it tells you that you shouldn't trespass.
Ah, okay.
I wish they would have said that before I was in this guy's living room getting a Pokemon. He was pissed. He even put his beer down.
Okay, so is that still a thing? Are people still playing that?
As far as I can tell by the looks of the way people are driving and stuff with their phones on their seat and all over the road, yeah, I think they're still playing. Okay.
Well, that is
it's still a thing.
That is a gaming phenomenon of our lifetime.
Yeah. I caught 10 of them.
Oh, you did. You were actually playing it.
Yeah, I've played it.
How far did you have to go to get your? What's the farthest you went for a Pokemon?
The farthest I went?
Yeah.
I got one in the Twin Cities today. Which would be about 90 miles away. Okay. And then I got one as close as in my bedroom. There was one on the floor in my bed. I Pokemoned it.
Wow. So are you starting to get hooked?
Nah, I'm not jonesing for the game.
You're not jonesing? Okay, so you're not liable to get murdered in San Francisco?
Nah, I'm not liable to trespass into someone's house again looking for Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, I saw Drifter tweeted about it just yesterday, so I guess some people are still playing. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, gotta catch as many as you can.
Do we know if anyone has caught them all yet?
Oh yeah. Somebody caught them all. Shit, long time ago. I think somebody caught them all.
Well, if you want to really play the hell out of that game, you have to do some serious walking.
Right.
So it must have been a fairly fit person.
Since I'm fundamentally against exercise, most of mine have been retrieved.
Me too.
Most of mine have been retrieved from the vehicle. Not when I was driving or anything. Someone else was driving, but from the vehicle is where I've got most of mine.
Yeah, you know how easy it would be to make a copy, like
road hunting for Pokemon Go. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You know how easy it would be to make knockoffs of Pokemon. GPS phone games. You know, it's like it could be roadkill. It's like, oh look, there's a rabbit, roadkill him. There's a deer, roadkill him.
I saw on Facebook somebody actually posted this. Isn't it strange that we're letting a foreign company provide a game and provide us with foreign servers to store the data? Then we're mapping all of our locations of our monuments in the country. This could be used for security breaches. Okay, first of all, the company that makes Pokemon isn't a foreign company. Second of all, the servers are Google servers, so they're here in the States unless they're outsourced, which they could be. And third of all, who cares if they know where our fucking monuments are?
Yeah. I thought we concealed the Gateway Arch nicely. Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge is under wraps. Nobody knows where the hell it is.
Yeah, they hid it.
Yeah, I get to see the Golden Gate Bridge every single day when I'm at work. My parking lot overlooks the cliffside and the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a pretty nifty scene.
The whole Magilla, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So let's see what else is happening in the world today.
What's going on at the Olympics? Any doping scandals or steroids?
People are mad at the Russians. I don't know. They're just pissed off at those Russian bastards.
Lousy commies.
Okay, so looks like the GOP activists are looking to revoke Trump's presidential nomination. A group of Republican activists are petitioning to replace Trump in a long-shot effort. Well, so far that shit hasn't worked for them. I know that they've been trying for a long time.
Yeah.
But sorry, Republicans, you're stuck with him.
Yeah, thanks for giving us Hillary for a president, you fucking morons.
Yeah, really. Yeah, his poll numbers are really down. He's trailing Clinton by a substantial margin, and
the things he says, and then he says things, and then he never backs down from them. He says the dumbest fucking things, and then he never backs down. He never apologizes. He never admits he fucked up. I mean,
well, he's pretty full of shit, but he did back down on, just yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? He announced that he was, in fact, he was going to back, what's his fuck?
McCain and Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, yeah. Where he said just a few days before that, no, he wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
But I guess he caved into pressure from the GOP, and now he is supporting them. He read it off a piece of paper in a speech. A prepared remark.
Well, I know there were some questions about his wife's immigration status.
Now, would it be pretty funny if his wife was an illegal immigrant? He'd have to build a wall between her and the bedroom, and it's like...
Sounds like he's already done that. And moving on.
Okay, here's a funny story. A man 23 who faked being a high school student pleads guilty.
Really? Fake being a high school student?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've been told I could pass for a high school student.
I totally think you could.
Yeah, if I was about 20, 30 years younger, I guess.
You have to shave off the white beard. I think we could both pass for high school guidance counselors, don't you think?
Yeah.
Dude, don't make the mistakes I did. I'm a high school guidance counselor.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did, man.
It would be a lot cooler if you did.
My favorite movie.
And meanwhile, the Olympics are going on. They just started officially, I guess, yesterday.
They had some bike racing go on, some bicycle racing, some swimming.
Now, there is only one event that I give a shit about. That's women's beach volleyball.
Well, yeah, you're a man.
It's like, oddly
We're
enough,
cavemen.
That is a popular event. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
It is.
Girls jiggling around on sand in little bikinis, bouncing balls, throwing themselves onto the ground.
I can't wait for ping pong.
Now, I saw some ping pong the other day when we were having dinner at the sports bar, and they had one channel was like, it was a ping pong game, and like, that has got to be the most boring fucking TV sport. I don't know.
I thought, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader was a pretty dumb TV sport.
Yeah. Now, see, I don't believe that. Smarter Than a Fifth Grader stuff is like those questions that they got. Fifth graders don't know that shit.
Well, and I like how Foxworthy acted like he knew the answers. You know, it's like,
yeah.
And the answer is, that's right, you're a fucking dumbass. Ha ha ha.
This is like Alex Trebek. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. The answer was Kathmandu.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to have the answer in the form of a question. Fuck off.
Ah, God damn it. What is... it'd be funny if you were like a person who did that all the time. Where's the TV remote? It's like, what is a question you ask when you're trying to change the channel? It's like, God damn it, would you stop that?
So they're coming out with a bunch of new Xbox S packages and bundles. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Well, yeah. I figured,
I'm trading in the day one with the Connect for one. When I think when they come out with the new bundles on August 23rd is when the bundles come out.
Well, you should get a little premium if you're trading in a day one with a Connect. I mean, don't let them rip you off, man.
Yeah.
Because
you know what? Day one's worth absolutely nothing more than any other Xbox.
Really?
Doesn't mean jack shit.
Doesn't?
I went to trade in my controller, and I showed them it was a day one, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool." Threw her in the bin for the same price.
It don't mean much.
Because when I got my Elite controller, I only used one controller, so I took the other one in and traded it in.
Yeah.
Because you don't need nothing except an Elite.
Well, I got the Elite, and I'm happy as a clam. I set my day one in a drawer, and it's going to sit there, I guess, if I ever get anybody over here to play couch co-op. Games don't let you do that anymore.
Not really, no.
You can't do it on Call of Duty. You can't do it on Halo. Actually, can you do it on Call of Duty?
You can do it on Call of Duty still.
Oh, okay. You can still split screen on Call of Duty.
Duty will let you, but...
You can't do it on Halo, motherfucker.
Nope.
I think that's going the way of the dodo bird, man.
Halo's dying, man.
I don't say that. Don't say that.
I hate to say it, but fucking look at the reality of it.
Well, I think the reports of its demise are premature.
I like Master Chief if it worked right.
Yeah, I haven't tried going back to Master Chief. Does anyone know if that shit works for shit anymore?
I don't know. Anybody that knows, comment.
Are there still people playing it? That's one thing. Is like how are the population numbers? It's like, well,
Betrayed by Mopey was playing it the other day, and
I saw that Cleanup
was playing Halo 2.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cleanup. We love you, baby. Oh, they came out with a new video card.
What now?
The Titan X Pascal or whatever it is. It's like the newest, latest, greatest, the best video card that there is. It's like 1,200 bones.
Oh, wow. 1,200 bones, huh?
Yeah, for a video card.
Wow.
Well, that's what you got to pay if you want to be the bestest and fastest and mostest. It's an arms race, man.
No, a card like that, would you even need SLI?
No. You wouldn't need SLI.
I mean,
you can
it's
play
already
4K games.
I was
you can
going to
play
say
4K games at a decent rate.
It's already set up for
Yeah.
for everything.
Well, like a lot of gaming, like they're talking about gaming on 1440 and 4K monitors, but I personally don't know a whole lot of people who have anything more than a 1080 display. I mean, what's your display?
Yeah, 1080.
1080? I got two 1080 displays. Am I planning on getting a 4K display? No.
I'm not.
I have no plans for it.
I might get a 4K TV.
I mean, my video card would...
But not a video display, no.
Yeah, because if you do that, you have to get a monster card or cards. And, like, the benefit of it is a higher resolution. Like, I don't know, my eyes are old.
Hell, DVD's still fine by me. I mean, Blu-rays are pretty, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have a separate Blu-ray player anymore because I got two Blu-ray players in my Xbone and PS4.
All right. Here's an item. Tesla Autopilot helps bring sick driver to the hospital. So it's like, oh, I'm having a heart attack. Tesla, get me to the hospital.
Huh.
That's one use for it.
Didn't they just have problems or something?
Well, they had somebody die in a crash, but I mean, I don't know. It's like how many people didn't die in a crash?
Well, if one person died, I mean, if it's furthering science, who cares? Well, I suppose the person's family that died cares, but...
Yeah. Wow, Dallas police job applications skyrocket after deadly ambush.
Really?
Yeah, so tons of people want to be Dallas cops.
Two interesting stories about cops. The other day, I was opening the door at Quick Trip, and I looked up, and there was a cop standing there. And he was a big dude, man. I mean, he was a big guy. Okay. I was like, hey, how's it going? He kind of looked at me. He's like, pretty good. I go, you having a good day? He's like, yeah. I go, I'm glad to hear it. And he was all like really cool. That's one story. Now, the other story, I drove by these two little girls had a lemonade stand set up, with the little lemonade goofy sign and stuff. And here was one of the cop SUVs sitting there. And here's two cops standing there having a glass of lemonade at the stand. I thought that was cool.
That was cool.
But they took time to stop and have a glass of lemonade.
Wow.
So,
did you ever do that?
Have a lemonade stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived along a busy road.
Yeah, we did that. I mean, like kids in our neighborhood from time to time would set up Kool-Aid or something.
My point is, some cops are cool and some cops are friendly, and not all cops are assholes. That's my point. True,
not all cops are assholes. But all meter maids are assholes.
I'm not going to touch that one.
When your job is all day, every day, giving people tickets, I'm sorry, it takes a true asshole to do that kind of a job. Who else but an asshole gives tickets all day, every day? I mean, come on.
But they get to drive them cool carts, man.
Yeah, really.
Now they use, what do you call them? Segways.
Oh, do they?
That's what they use in the Twin Cities, yeah. Segways.
Well, that would be fun. I always wanted to ride one. I've never got on one. Have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, they're fun.
Is it hard? Is it like, do you have to get the hang of it?
Well, you gotta get the hang of it, but I didn't fall off, so I did pretty good.
So did you feel like Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Yeah, I was busting people hard. Running them down.
Yeah, I would like to try that. I would like to, I don't know, for a couple of grand you can probably go out and get your very own.
Yeah, they're like $2,000.
Yeah, that's expensive transportation just to go to 7-Eleven for some cigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I saw a commercial for some new car company that's starting up. I can't remember what it's called, but they're marketing this 3-wheeled car. There's 2 wheels in the front and 1 wheel in the back. And it says it's a 2-seater, but it looks like a 1-seater. It's like super tiny. It only has a door on one side. It's enclosed, but it's tiny. I mean, the 2 wheels have separate fenders on them sticking out. The suspension is outside of the body.
Oh, wow.
So
scary.
It's selling for $6,800 something.
Sounds like a smart car almost. Have you seen the smart cars before?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do them sell for?
Smart cars are not cheap. I think they're
Aren't they 10?
15 grand or something.
15?
I don't know. Maybe they're less. I don't know. But this car is really cheap. And it says it gets 68 miles per gallon. And you can sign up, and put a deposit when they start making them. Now, I don't know. It looks like if you got in a wreck, you are dead meat. That little sucker. But I was thinking, don't think of it as a little tiny car. Think of it as a motorcycle that you can ride no matter what the weather is like.
Yes.
Riding a motorcycle makes a lot of sense. But what if it's raining or really cold? It's like, that's very unpleasant to be soaked to the skin,
Well, I know.
So this car, it kind of crosses the boundary between a car and a motorcycle. And I know that motorcycles, you can get them that are way the hell more expensive than $6,000.
Oh, yeah.
What's a halfway decent Japanese bike cost? I know Harleys are like 25,000 or something.
15 grand for a decent Japanese bike.
15 grand.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'll get you an 1100 or 1000 cc engine.
Yeah.
Or a 750 in a Ducati.
I remember my brother bought a 200 Kawasaki for $600, brand new.
Oh, yeah.
That was back in the 70s. Yeah, it was a fun little thing.
Yeah, they're fun to jump and stuff and ram around on. Then after a while, they get boring.
Yeah, no.
After you crash enough, they get boring.
Now, Harleys are expensive as fuck.
20 plus.
Yeah.
For brand new big Harley.
So what's the big hog, with all the trimmings and all that good stuff? I wonder what that's all about. I bet we have people watching who probably know the answer.
Oh, Willie would. It's Super Glide, I think.
Yeah. Big cruising bike.
And it's over 20 grand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, what's the appeal of Harleys? Because
American made.
They're not as fast. They're actually not as fast as the Japanese bikes. The Japanese bikes would beat them in a race any day, any time.
American made, comfort, prestige.
They're noisy.
Well, yeah, they're noisy. They ride, but most of them ride pretty good. Because they're a heavier bike.
Well, you tend to sit up.
Right.
On the Japanese bikes, you're hunched over more.
Like this. Getting bugs in your teeth.
Yeah, you would think that would get uncomfortable after a while.
It does.
Yeah. But as far as performance, I know that the fast Japanese bikes would run circles around a hog.
Well, a good solid Harley will, if I believe I'm right, will do 150. But a Jap bike, you're right, will do 180, 170, 180.
Yeah. And outmaneuver it.
In a flat out drag race, the Jap bike's going to beat the Harley every time because the Harleys. However, there are racing Harleys.
Okay. What kind of races do they do?
Guys have built racing Harleys and stuff, and they do street drags. They do real drags. Real drag. I mean, they have.
Yeah, I know there's motorcycle drag racing,
but I mean, they do street drags with them. So, I mean, I've seen a few of them. They're pretty cool. They're pretty tricked out.
I like those ones that have these huge fucking wide rear tires.
I like the ones with the wide tires and the big ape-hanger handlebars, man.
Yep. Back when I was a kid, if you had a bicycle, you had a Stingray bicycle. That was the only kind of bikes that kids had.
Banana seat.
And they were based off of custom motorcycles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Banana seat and ape-hanger handlebars.
Yeah. What did we call those handlebars? We didn't call them that. We had some other name for them. I forgot what it was, but banana seat.
I jumped my Stingray a few times.
If you go on eBay and look up like those old time Schwinn Stingrays, like those badass 5-speed ones that they had that were like the deluxe ones.
It had the shifter in the middle and everything.
They had the shifter in the middle, and it had actual shocks on the front ends.
Yep.
They're high dollar. They're like nostalgia, man. It's nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Everything from when I was a kid is like drawing high price, like Hot Wheels. Those little Hot Wheels cars. Did you ever play with that shit?
Yeah, I wrecked them all with my BB gun.
Yeah. The original couple of seasons of Hot Wheels are selling for a ton of money if they're in really good condition.
Yeah, I shot mine up with a BB gun.
I don't know what we did with those Hot Wheels. We had tons of them.
I killed G.I. Joe with a BB gun.
Yeah, and the original G.I. Joes are selling for a lot of dough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had an original G.I. Joe. The thing was big.
Kung Fu Grip, I had the original one with the straight hands.
Yeah. Well, he had one hand that was going like this, and the other hand was going like this, so you could put a rifle in his hand.
Yep.
And it worked pretty good.
And then they came out with Kung Fu Grip.
Yeah. And then they shrank.
Yep.
The size of G.I. Joe shrank.
And they made them like this big. They were like that big, then they shrank them down to that big.
Yeah, he was way the hell bigger than Barbie. But it's like he was big enough to overpower Barbie, but once he did, he couldn't do nothing.
Well, yeah, but he could kick Ken's ass. Ken didn't even have underwear, man. All Ken had was a crotch.
Yeah, but when you pulled G.I. Joe's pants down...
all there was a rubber dealie in there holding his legs on.
That's right. Yeah, he couldn't do nothing.
G.I. Joe didn't have no wang.
So I wonder if they ever made a strap-on dildo for Barbie so she could peg Ken. That'd be a pretty cool accessory.
Ken, oh boy. I got a better idea. How about she could nail, what's her name? Who was the girl that she had on there?
Skipper? Was her
she could have nailed Skipper.
Now, my sister had one of the original Barbies. I mean, Barbie came out the year I was born, 1959. My sister had one of those original Barbies. We played with the thing. We shot it with BB guns and stuff like that. You know, she didn't play with it much. She had it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big part of her life, though.
Let me tell you, G.I. Joe couldn't take a BB to the chest to save his ass. Fucking knocked him right down.
What was the most fun to shoot with BB guns with Green Army Men?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that shit? Those little guys.
I made 2 YouTube videos with it.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, you did.
Me and Paige.
Yeah, they're still around.
Yep.
You can't get rid of Green Army men.
No, you shoot the shit out of them, but they don't go away.
You can melt them. You can chop off their heads with a knife. I mean, it's like there's no end to fun. I always thought the lamest one was the Minesweeper guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. How stupid is that?
Put him right out in front so you can get wasted right away.
Yeah. Hey, I read some story that they're using drones. Like minefields. There's a lot of places there have been conflicts in the world.
That are still mined, yeah.
There are tons of mines, and they're like, nobody has a map to where they are. It's like everybody knows it's a minefield, but there's really no safe way to do anything about it. Well, somehow or another, they're using drones. They're flying over these minefields and somehow dropping stuff on there to detonate them. So, hey, maybe minefields will be a thing of the past,
That'd be cool. A lot of little kids get hurt every year because of mine.
Yeah. What's funny is they don't usually kill people so much as they just
maim them.
Maim them. You lose your legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
cruel device of war.
It is a pretty cruel device of war. Well, war sucks. War's a drag.
Yes. Yep.
So let it be known. Let it go on record that Bulletproof Underwear is against war. We don't like war.
It sucks.
But if we have to, if there's bad guys who need
Right.
ass kicking, then we'll send our soldiers over to do some ass kicking.
Militants, huh? Well, if I were you, I'd kick their asses. Little snippet from The Simpsons.
There you go. All right. I'd say this is.
I suppose I should backfill it. Flanders comes over to Homer to get him to watch the kids and says, "Well, I guess Maud must have prayed to the wrong god or something over there because she's in the jail with the militants want money for her." And then Homer says, "Militants, huh? Well, if I were you, I'd kick their asses."
That's our Homer, man.
That's Homer. Okay.
That's
All
our
right.
Homer.
We're done.
So if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 214. Good for you. We'll try to bring you an awesome guest next week. So I've been your co-host, Yum Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
So I'd say it's about that time. Oy vey.
All right. Now there's only one task left.
Only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
Bye, everybody.